Matt at Reed's Custom Food Plots. We are at our test site here. Today we're going to talk just a little bit about seed selection for both soybeans and corn, two of the more popular plants that we put in the ground in the early part of the spring. As we look at seed selection for soybeans and corn, there's a couple really important things to remember. The first of which is the volume of bean seed that you want to be putting in the ground. Most people assume that these are sold by weight, when in fact, both beans and corn are sold by the number of seeds per bag. For example, a standard bag of soybeans is going to have 140,000 seeds in it. A standard bag of corn is going to have 80,000 seeds in it. When you're doing your calculations to think about how much do I want to plant, keep in mind that a normal agricultural rate of soybeans is going to run 140 to 160,000 plants an acre. In a deer hunting situation, we're planting somewhere in the neighborhood of 210 to 250,000 plants per acre in beans, somewhere in the neighborhood of 28,000 to 30,000 seeds per acre when it comes to corn. In the upper right-hand corner, it says 140M. And on the other bag, it says 140M. That's indicating that there's 140,000 seeds in each one of these bags. Now, the difference comes in the middle numbers. You'll notice on the bottom of this, it says SPP 3100. That stands for seeds per pound. So there's 3,100 seeds per pound in this bag. This bag over here, SPP is 2902. You have 2,902 seeds per pound in this bag. So it makes a difference as you're calibrating a drill or you're figuring out how much you're going to broadcast. It's important to know that if you just assume I'm going to put down 2 bags an acre, you're putting down way more seeds if you have 3,100 seeds per pound versus 2,900 seeds per pound. Makes a big difference in the money that you're going to spend to put your food plots in. Second thing you want to keep in mind is what maturity bean do I want to plant? This past season, we planted 3 different varieties of beans ranging from group 1.7 to 2.0 to 2.5, depending on the latitude we were in the state. The lower the number, the sooner that bean is going to mature. The higher that number, the longer it's going to take for that bean to mature. So if you look on the label itself, you'll see the G17 on both bags. That indicates those are group 1.7 soybeans in both bags. You have to remember that regardless of the maturity group bean that you plant, whether it's a 0.5 maturity or a 3.0 maturity, they all die when it freezes. So you want to plant a maturity group that is consistent with your latitude to make sure that you get the most production out of those beans. So if you're planting 2.5s in the far northern reaches of Wisconsin or into the UP of Michigan, you're going to want to go with a shorter maturity group because you have a shorter growing season. Further south you go, the longer maturity group is probably in order. Both of these bags of beans are group 1.7 beans, and you would think these are exactly the same beans. The difference is one of these bags of beans is from 2019, one of the bags of beans is from 2020. So subsequently in this bag of beans, you end up with 48.2 pounds is what this bag weighs. This bag over here, 45.5. What you have here is you have seeds that are a little bit bigger, seeds that are a little bit smaller, and that will vary from year to year depending on how the beans were harvested from the year prior and all of those types of things. So it's important to just understand that these are sold by seed count and maturity, and with that, you can make your decision on what's going to be best in your scenario. Stay tuned, please comment below. I'll be glad to get back to you and answer any questions that you might have.